Hey guys, I think we're on day like 500 on the truck. I don't know. It's not, I don't know what day it is. What day now we're at? About 6, 7, 8. I don't know. Anyways, we had some electrical issues that we fixed, so now it's running properly. But we have an oil leak, so now the transmission's got to come back out again after we just put it in there because it's leaking out the back. So we're gonna pull that out, figure that out. We have to fix this pipe temporarily. It needs to be fixed. Don't look at that. We have to fix it, but we're temporary to get this thing going. And then, yeah, then we got all of the other stuff to do. So I'm gonna throw you guys in a time lapse. You can watch Jason do stuff. Luke is now back from work. He's just dropping off the tires, because we're getting new tires put on the front because the old ones would not pass the tech. Anyways, into the time lapse. giraffes. Luke is working on, we were doing some stuff, but we got tied up, so we didn't video it. But Luke is working on pulling the hubs off because he has longer studs, because these studs are not long enough to come through the wheel nut. No bueno, front and rear. He's working on that. I'm working on a new radiator that doesn't leak because the other one was holy. Sunday's best. I'm gonna weld this on there, and it's got to be on a little bit of an angle, so I got to do a little bit of special work, and then I'm going to cap this off because we don't need this. We don't need this where we're going. But we're going to leave it on there just in case this rad ever goes into something else. And Jason's working on my truck. He's pulling injectors out because we're going to pull some fuel out of my truck because it runs too hot to suit me. So that's what we got going on. So I'm going to throw you guys up in a time lapse. You can watch Luke and I do things, listen to music, like. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is what Luke is doing. Luke is changing these studs from these ones to these ones, basically because the rules say that you have to have a nut like this and the nut must stick out, or the stud must stick out of the nut. So that's what he's doing. As you guys would have seen in the time lapse, he's got this side done, he's working on the other side, and he has to do the rear as well. And this is what I'm working on. This is what I'm welding. I put the bung in here. I welded this bottom one off. You probably can't see it there. I welded this one off. I welded, just stack welded this in there. This is what the bottom rad hose is going to be. Don't mind, this is what we're doing for now. We're kind of running out of time to get everything done because we ended up having to use a new rad because the other rad, yeah, not going to work. So this is what we got going on right now. And we are going over to the welder. I'm going to weld this. And then tomorrow morning, we are going to make up some brackets that come from these mounts that he originally had in there up to here in 2 spots on both sides. And then obviously we have to do something with this structure across here. I'm not sure what we're going to do, a piece of angle iron or a piece of flat round bar or something. I'm not sure yet, but we're going to fix that. I'm going to throw you guys back in a time lapse and we'll come to you before I'm done. guys, so I guess we got a bit of a mismatch, smashed of stuff going today. We put the new injectors in the truck. Truck's running good. I'm gonna play with the timing a little bit. I'm gonna pull some timing out of it. We checked it. It's at like pretty close to 20 degrees. I'm gonna pull back to 18 just to see if I can clean some of the idle smoke up. So it smokes a little on the heavy side at idle, just to try to clean it up, make it a little nicer to drive. Luke got all the studs switched around. I got the rad welded up, so we got some tabs and stuff to make in the morning for that. And then they're going to be putting seats in, not the seats that we were originally going to put in. For time's sake, we're going to put some different seats in it, which is fine. We'll get that figured out. I guess tomorrow we got to get the fans on these, so we got to build a couple tabs, get the fans on this. What else we got to do? There's a bunch of other stuff that we have to do too. So anyways, we'll get after doing that, and we'll bring you guys along for the ride. And remember, it's not rocket science.